boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And the kick bounces out of bounds. They will not get the onside attempt, but they will draw a flag. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback extends the play. And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Grab near the sticks. It's dealt. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. With the catch, it's Etienne. At the 45 on its way. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is.
Throws toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Defense in press coverage. Alabama will get the first down.
They had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown tie.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Gets it out fast. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's back. Grabs it in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's back. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my 1st half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Unloads to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The aerial assault continues. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's back. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
They'll throw it on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on the screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They're trying to get to it. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Wants to throw. It's back. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's dealt. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Etienne. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Back to the air one more time. Got his man quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Now try to pound their way in. He works his way in. All the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate done.
Take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this.
Come on, man.
Confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when
I do this. I do this.
Handling great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's
Come on, man.
from here for Jesse Palmer.
Fucking do this shit, bro.